And we are live. 111 show, man. This is this safe to say to call this season 3 now?
Sure, I guess. I mean, it depends on how you want to break it up, but we move off the power sports, hoops, football. So yeah, I guess it is season 3.
I'll say season 3 because we ended off on the NBA season. We started like during the end of it, but ended off on the NBA season. Now we here, man. Now we here.
Yep.
Um it's been a journey through the NFL season, bro, and I want to thank all 432 of y'all that's here right now. The channel is growing. Um, and if you just now getting here, you watching this back, subscribe. We're trying to
Yeah.
get to 1,000 subs. That's the goal, bro. Um, we've been putting out a lot of clips. The short form stuff does well, but you know, if y'all subscribe, we pop up on the algorithm. We've been giving y'all game. We gave y'all MVP winners. We gave y'all Super Bowl winners. We
We
gave
gave y'all Heisman winners.
Heisman winners.
Winner.
Like winner, yeah. So because we only did it one time, like real good predictions. And if you a gambling man, if that's what you into, probably made you some money. And we ain't gonna do nothing but grow, bro. It's a lot of talking heads on here that be wrong or don't know what they talking about. But this is straight from the source. Real ball players or used to be ex ball players.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't got the big push from the machine, bro. So we kind of the little guy right now, but that's not where I see us stand. You know, um, yeah, bro, we getting there. So without further ado, after I said all that, um, let's talk about this NFL season and your reaction to how it went. Were you satisfied, disappointed, or just or did you
Well,
love it? I guess them the three levels you can go with this.
look, bro. Football is football. So, real football heads like us are going to find enjoyment in it regardless. But overall, the season was pretty trash, man. I don't know how you feel, but it wasn't a great season of
I got my
football.
thoughts.
Like, especially that first half of the season, we seen some of the worst games. I'm talking about like we had games that were like 6-18, bro. Like, what are we doing out here? The
That's not
offense,
even what I'm gonna talk about.
the offense was bad early. Hold on, bro. I'm sorry. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you,
All
but
right. CeeLo
I
just
think.
FaceTime me right now, and it just took over my Mac. Anyway,
Oh no,
as the season went on, it got better. But yeah, bro. I mean, this was, I think, a record number of backup quarterback starts.
that's what I was
Cleveland
gonna
went
say.
through 5 itself. Thankfully Dallas was able to avoid that. But yeah, overall, it just wasn't the greatest season, man. Go ahead and tell me how you feel.
Yeah, y'all got that out of y'all system last year with the whole Cooper Rush thing. I wish Sheila was here to harp on Cooper Rush, but
Yeah,
nonetheless, bro, backups. We seen a lot of them. We used to see in a NFL with Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, all playing through the season, staying healthy, making runs in the playoffs, losing in the playoffs. But now, bro,
this
it's
nigga.
a
Hold on, bro. Let
hear
me
the
interrupt
chat.
you real quick.
Hear the chat.
This nigga CeeLo just gonna hop in the chat and say, "Here I come, don't trip, bro." Text us, bro. And I know what you was on, bro. Niggas was playing Madden. I'm hip. I got an Xbox too. I can see what you want, bro.
You peep the play.
So, all right, go ahead, bro. Just had to
Yeah,
go
man.
ahead and butt in real quick.
It's a record number of backups, and we seen the life cycle of backups, and a creator I watched, Flimla Raps, did a great job of explaining how these quarterback backups, they start out either they light the world on fire or they trash, and if they light the world on fire, it carries on. They have a bad game, and then usually the backup comes back
And
in.
then everyone moves on.
Yeah, and everybody forgets about him. I mean, we've had Minshew mania. We've had the the Pastronaut, right?
I was about to say Josh
Josh
Dobbs was the
Dobbs.
hottest name in the league for a minute this year. Like,
Yeah.
let us not forget that.
Everybody's like he should have got a chance. And I was looking like, man, probably Pittsburgh moved on too fast. That's what I would say. From watching him play. So, bro, um, it's a lot you could say. Jake Browning stepping up and him being like a career backup to
Yep.
now being like considered like he could take a job somewhere else. And it was the similar thing was going on with Josh Dobbs. So they just straight up benched him, and then we move on to I can't even think about a guy. I don't want to say I can't even think about, but I know it's somebody else that I'm missing that had a good enough year to where he probably gonna get another job somewhere else.
Oh, well, I mean, I just want to stay on this point real quick because we were on it live, we were on it early. We let everybody know when these backups come in, the lack of film on these backups allow them to succeed early if they're a good enough player. So we saw a lot of backups come in and find success in game one, maybe even carry over to game two. But by game three, the book is out. So if you think about like Tyson Bagent from Chicago, right? He comes out there and he's straight, but then, that fire kind of dims down a bit once the book is out on somebody like him. And so, yeah, we made money on it early because we were actually, taking those backups to cover spreads, and they were doing it at a high rate.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got Tyson Bagents of the world. I mean, even Jameis Winston was a backup this year. He got in, spun for a little bit,
Yep.
but yeah, it always comes to the point where they get taken out of the game, right? I mean, even freaking Drew Lock had his day this year.
Drew Lock had a day. I
Being
was all over that Seahawks money line when he beat Philly.
yeah, bro. Wasting away again at Margarita. He's hilarious, dude. But what up, JB? What up, JB? Yeah, bro. I feel like a lot of people got some opportunities from this year, and other people it could have been a detriment, like Zach Wilson, who was clearly not ready to play. I
Nope.
mean, we didn't get to see like a drive of Aaron Rodgers this year.
Sickening.
We didn't get to see a drive of Aaron Rodgers, and it's like a sick joke almost. Like
That was the biggest what if of the season because the AFC East was open the whole year. Open. Like
mm-hmm.
it was Buffalo, and then it was Miami, and then Miami fell apart down the stretch. And imagine if Aaron Rodgers is in New York and he's a real player. Like the AFC East, man, that could have been a really, really fun division this year, but we kind of
He
got
could
robbed of
sneak
that.
one. He could have snuck a couple of them dubs, like how
Definitely.
Mike was banking on when we was arguing him down about the Jets, and we tell him they ain't really, they not. Nobody is ever a player away. I think that's what we
Yeah.
learned too. Nobody's ever really a player away. So
Well, I don't agree with that statement. What do you mean by that?
no, I don't think anybody is ever a player away, bro. Or otherwise you will be there where you're supposed to be. I
So you
feel like
don't think
the
Tampa Bay
Jets.
was a player away before Tom got there?
No. What do you mean? They brought Tom and Gronk. They
Come on,
brought
bro.
Tom and
Let's
Gronk
not act like Gronk went over there and lit
Tom
the
and
world on
Gronk,
fire.
Tom and Gronk and Lenny.
Yeah, okay.
So these is
They
guys,
did.
right? These is
Yep.
guys. You know what I'm saying?
They're
So
guys. They're guys.
Gronk was good enough. I mean, yeah, like I'm saying,
Lenny, yep.
yeah, that was cool. That was cool, bro. They added people on where it was needed. And I'll go. Their defense is what it was. We knew the Jets' defense is what it was, but what they struggled with was that offensive line. Like Zach Wilson wasn't just running around there with a chicken head with his head cut off for like no reason. They didn't have a stable offensive coordinator, none of that. But then you bring in Nathaniel Hackett, Aaron Rodgers guy, who's going to let Aaron Rodgers freaking run the offense, come up there with 3 plays, switch everything around at the line to what he sees because he's played freaking 2 lifetimes worth of football, 3
Yeah.
in football years. So I'm like, this is totally different. Zach Wilson ain't coming up there changing nothing. The play is the play. The play is the play.
Ain't no check with me at that point, bro. So yeah, I mean, you can see that defense kind of lose life as the season went on with New York, bro. because they was playing hard all year. I'm not gonna say that they quit or nothing, but
No,
like
no.
at when you get to a certain point where you're locking teams up and your offense goes on the field and they can't muster a first down or two, and you're right back out there on defense, it takes a lot out of you. And we've seen it at every level. So it's like without Aaron Rodgers being there, the defense also is not as good.
Yeah, it's irritating because you don't get to sustain drives, and we got to see it firsthand with Hard Knocks, like how excited they was, and I feel like that's just a real big deflator coming out the gate. But
Facts.
another narrative with the Super Bowl champ was they come out there, they lose to Detroit week 1, and Detroit's America's darling, and we're seeing the
There you
Chiefs.
go.
We're seeing the Chiefs. Like struggle to be like the Chiefs on offense, and they don't really turn it on
Yeah.
for real in my eyes into the playoffs. But
Oh yeah.
that's when you need it the most. Like when I think we had a conversation on here where it was like, would you rather start hot or finish hot? And you want to finish hot in the NFL if you go into the playoffs, especially. It's all in the NFL. It's all momentum. So
Yeah.
I'll go as far as say the Chiefs did it what they were supposed to do. They always gonna get questions because that we've seen a Patrick Mahomes offense be high flying and not be carried by a defense. They've always had good defensive talent, but that defense was their strong suit this year. They run game was their like strong suit. That's not to say Patrick Mahomes is not all world, but it wasn't the offense we was used to seeing with Travis, even with Tyreek Hill leaving us now 2 years from now.
Yeah.
They made it work with Juju, so they had to rely on the rookie this year, which is kind of crazy work. Even people saying Travis Kelce is washed. He worried about the wrong stuff. He in tabloids every week, so
And
a
peep
lot
this
of
point
noise.
too. The way Kansas City kind of structured out their salary cap, this was supposed to be a down year. Last year was supposed to be kind of a rebuild, but a slow decline. And then this was supposed to be a bad year, their down year. And we got that for the majority of the year. Think back to Christmas 2 short months ago. The Chiefs looked bad. I'm talking about bad. The Raiders are embarrassing them, catching pick sixes on screens and stuff. And in their bad year, now they about to have some cap room next year. So they still got to re-sign L'Jarius Sneed. They got to re-sign Chris Jones. But regardless of that, they still got chips to put on the table this offseason to actually start the slow rebuild back up to where this offense can be humming almost like in my opinion, I want to say like a 2019 Chiefs, but without Tyreek is kind of hard. But like, yeah,
You
bro.
can't
So
replicate that.
they just
But
want a chip in their down year.
if
That's
you're a
scary for the league.
receiver, are
That's
you
scary.
foaming at the mouth to go to Kansas City? Like it's sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are you that's like destination number one, because I'm like, even if you could be average,
Mm-hmm.
that's a great place to be. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Patrick Mahomes will throw it to anybody. I know you love Travis, but shit, if you open, he gonna throw you the ball.
And Andy
He
gonna
gonna
scheme you open.
he gonna find you. Like there's no lack of imagination over there. So if you're a receiver, bro, I think you mentioned Devontae Adams.
Yeah, go ahead,
Um,
DA.
Hey, Mike Evans. Mike Evans is up. I don't. He getting a little bit older, but he still's had 1,000 yards every year. Big body.
He'd be great there. Great.
Like these are guys that's coming up on contract. So even talking trades and stuff. But
T. Higgins, go ahead.
T Higgins,
Go ahead, bro.
because I don't think
Go to
Cincinnati.
KC.
I don't think Cincinnati can afford like both. They saying they gonna go get another freaking receiver or something in the draft. I'm thinking they
Yeah,
gonna
fun with
get
that.
what was it was bro next to he was on the other side of Neighbors. It was something Junior.
Oh, Brian Thomas or
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr.
yeah.
They was projecting to go scoop him out the draft from LSU, and he like built like a baby T Higgins.
Yes, he is.
So
Rangy.
yeah. So man, while we on the Bengals, Joe Burrow missed a lot of time. He is still yet to play a freaking preseason or have a preseason camp. Like, so what are we gonna see out of Joe Burrow next year? I mean,
Yeah. I mean, let's transition to the letdowns of the year. Um, like you're
That's a
saying, Joe
letdown. That's a
Burrow, bro.
letdown.
Joe Burrow, this is the thing, man. He's the only other guy that we've seen do it to Patty in the playoffs. So there's a lot riding on somebody like a Joe Burrow, or I can't even throw no other names out there. I was about to, but it would be blasphemous because Patrick already smacked them or they ain't get there. I was gonna say like, okay, maybe Harbaugh can put something together to stop the Chiefs, but I'm not even gonna go there with Jay Herbo and Harbaugh yet. They got to show me first. So yeah, Joey Burrow getting hurt actually took a big X factor out of the AFC playoff picture. Imagine this: Lamar, Patrick, Josh Allen, Burrow, Aaron Rodgers, CJ Stroud, all in the playoffs, all banging for the chip, bro, out the AFC. We were robbed of that, bro. That would have been some great quarterback battles. We still, two is I Kenny Pickett or Mason Rudolph, whatever. Come on now. They was just in the way, holding spaces. But yeah, bro. If Joe Burrow comes back healthy next year, like we think he will, you gotta take him serious because in a one-off, him and Jamar Chase showed you what they can do a couple years back. So, yep.
I mean, even in spurts this year, I'm thinking Joe Burrow up for just speculating, forecasting. He up for that MVP talk. He up for a comeback player of the year talk. Like he ain't no slouch still. I think he's still a baller. Like he's been productive whenever he's been healthy. So I don't see why not.
I take him over all these dudes, bro. Besides Mahomes, and maybe
and the reigning MVP.
Like, nah, bro. Nah, I can't even say that yet.
I'm gonna say real it, talk. Bro. He got 2 already.
That's
bro
cute.
can't stay healthy.
That's cute.
You not calling
bro
the MVP.
Already went to the Super Bowl, bro.
You're not calling the MVP cute, bro.
It's cute because every single time we get to the playoffs, where Eli Manning made his name in the playoffs because he got better in the playoffs. Your level of play has to go up in the playoffs. Lamar's level of play has gone down in the playoffs significantly every year. I'm not saying Joe Burrow was throwing for 400 yards in the playoffs, but he was getting the job done, bro.
And still, he got to be. He got
in a way that Josh Allen is not, in a way that Lamar is not, in a way that Justin Herbert is not.
I just said he up, but he up for an MVP, bro. So obviously, I believe in his talent. I'm just saying, I'm not going.
You act like I was crazy for saying I'll take him over Lamar.
I didn't say you was crazy. I just said let's not move so quick. Let's not
I'm not moving quick. I never moved off it.
Let's not move too quick.
Come on, bro. I've been here. We said this last year before the season started. Top 10. Mahomes was 1, Burrow was 2 on my list. Ain't nothing changed.
Not on my list.
It's still the same. Ain't nothing changed.
Browns will grab him. Russell Wilson? That would actually work for I'm not mad at that, CeeLo.
All right. Another letdown. We going to Russ? Is that the next?
I don't think that's a letdown. He actually, I mean, from
the nigga got benched. How's it not a letdown? He got benched getting paid $60 million a year. That's a letdown, bro.
The letdown was the year before that.
Nah, they was both letdowns.
No, because you remember what I just told you. What I just told you 18 minutes ago. Nobody is ever a player away, and everybody thought in Denver that quarterback was their issue, and they sent Drew Lock out of town to Seattle, and they brought in Russ. And what they do, they paid him that money. They did everything, this, that, and the third. Brought in Sean Payton. No, they brought in Nathaniel Hackett. He got fired. Then brought in Sean Payton to fix him. Sean Payton didn't want to fix him. He wanted to get his ass out of here because he was like, you trying to run for front office or you trying to play quarterback? So the letdown was last year. This was supposed to be the recovery year. He was on his way. He was doing good things this year, but he wasn't what we thought he was going to be. So he
got benched, bro. That's a letdown.
What do you mean?
How else can you put it
last year?
He was solid this year.
It's not a letdown. It's not a letdown to me. He was solid. But just because he got benched, he got benched because of Sean Payton.
Play better.
Sean Payton benched him.
Play better, Russ. Play better. Will he be playing football next year? Let's answer CeeLo's question real quick.
He will be playing football next year.
I'm going to let you take that one first. Go ahead.
Yes, he will be playing football next year because viable starting QBs is hard to find. That's all I'm going to say about it. And the Browns don't have a quarterback right now. I mean, they do have a quarterback in Deshaun Watson. They do have a quarterback in Deshaun Watson, but if he do go there, and then now that I had to run that through my brain real quick, he's gonna be a backup then because he's not playing over Deshaun Watson.
He's not going to the Browns, bro. Are we?
Where?
Do you know how much money Russell Wilson is owed? The Browns already have the most expensive quarterback in the league, $235 million guaranteed. They're not adding on the second most guaranteed in the league. On top of that, what are we doing? Come on now. Russ is more reliable. It's guaranteed money, bro. You can't cut him. He's not going nowhere, JB. I'm sorry.
But the landing spots for him probably. I mean, what are we looking at? Are we looking at Pittsburgh? They said they want to bring in competition for him. Where are we looking at?
We're looking at Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Las Vegas, possibly New York. Daniel Jones has one more guaranteed year, but I've been hearing that they may go draft route so they can get another cheap guy. But think about Russ and Ciara taking over New York. Where would they rather be than New York, bro? Like it's almost perfect. So yeah, there's a few teams out there that'll be in the market, but I don't know who's in the market for a quarterback that expensive, that old, whose career is progressing in the wrong direction.
So are you saying he's gonna get cut? He's gonna be cut and cooked? Is Russell Wilson cooked?
I don't know, bro.
I think he's cooked.
Let me sit on that one. I'll come back.
I'm finding a hard place to put him anywhere that anybody will want to risk that unless you just like mailing it in with an NFL. You can't.
Yeah, the question is who has the bread to take on that chance. Not many people.
No, for that, no. What's the highs of this season?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't want to talk about highs. I want to talk about how the running backs was like not getting paid. Like the top running backs wasn't getting paid, and like the only person that really went crazy was Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
like, head and shoulders over the people that had a powwow.
All the niggas who was talking did nothing this year.
So y'all made the owner. Y'all made him look right.
Made him look right.
Golly.
Actually, Jonathan Taylor had a good year. It took him a minute to get going, but once he got going, he had a good season.
And then he was on and off the field with that, and his complaint was that he was healthy, and he wasn't healthy. The man was out there walking like my pawpaw. Yeah. So I don't
know. Shoot. Who else was talking crazy? Was Zeke talking? Nah, Zeke had already got paid, so he had to say nothing.
No, Zeke already. He was with Jerry. He was good.
Yeah, Zeke had 90 mil already. He wasn't even tripping about the money. But yeah, the running back. Let's talk about the running back picture this year. I think. Okay, so at this point last year, I was still heavy on paybacks. Backs are very, important. CeeLo says Saquon did decent with what he was dealt. Saquon was dealt the worst hand in the league. So
he's got the worst O-line in football.
Worst online in football. No quarterback play. Stack boxes.
We forgot about DeVito.
Saquon could have did.
We didn't even mention DeVito.
Oh yeah, Tommy Cutlets.
He was the hottest shit on the internet for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he was another guy, another one of those guys. Tony Pollard had a disappointing season. If we're looking at it from like a fantasy standpoint, running backs who was getting off was like A-Chain early before he got hurt. Mostert was incredible.
Kyren Williams.
How much money is Mostert making? Nothing. Kyren Williams. He's another back. Nothing. Brian Robinson Jr. Another great back. I think he was 4th or 5th in total fantasy points this year. What is he making? Absolutely nothing.
Rookie contract.
So they're making these GMs kind of look right, bro.
Gibbs rookie contract.
Gibby getting off.
Montgomery got shipped.
Jerome Ford putting up numbers in Cleveland. He's getting paid nothing. These GMs kind of got a point, bro. Pacheco, great season.
I don't even want
to agree. What is he getting paid? Nothing.
Rookie deal. Sheesh.
The best running backs in the league were getting paid nothing. Tony Pollard was in a prove-it year. He was franchise tag. We gave him a little bit less than $11 million this year in Dallas, and he had the worst season of his career.
To show you he was a guy, and he was like, damn, we're all that. So Zeke, so everybody was making fun of Zeke for being the stars.
The only I will stall Tony out for one reason, and it is in January last year, that nigga broke his leg, bro. He broke his leg in January, and he started in September. Started at week 1. So I will cut him some slack for that. But yeah, bro, the cheap backs took over this year besides CMC.
Shit, I mean,
Derrick
even
Henry on his way out. You know what I mean? Like, he's not coming back to Tennessee. He's an expensive back.
speaking
Out of
of
there.
CMC, quick merch plug. Shop Dead Threads. Let me move it. Let me move the headphones out the way. Shop Dead Threads. The whole site 20% off. Plus, you get an extra 10 with code MELLY3. Use the link in the description in this video. Get your team gear. They got every team on there. If you watch baseball, football, hockey, college sports, everything you could think of is on there, bro. And you can get 30% off, bro. This shit, they're 30% off. This shit cheap.
Nice.
You get a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, bro. Code MELLY3 to get you right, man. But anywho, ETN was decent this year. CeeLo, I
Yeah.
see your comment.
The Jags
He's
were
good.
such a disappointment. ETN was straight. They kind of schemed him out of success, trying to mess around with Tank, and I don't know what they were really doing in Jacksonville. They fell apart the last 6 weeks of the year.
I mean, he was getting a lot of carries, but like when you down and when you in these games where you got to pass it, you can't really handle the ball 25 times.
Yep.
But yeah.
All right, tell me this. After this year, how do you feel about Trevor Lawrence?
All right.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at that, and then I'll do the follow-up question after.
I feel like Trevor Lawrence was way overblown from the start of the season. He was getting like top
MVP
5,
hype.
top 10 looks.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, bro, y'all got to remember, they went on a run at the end of the year. I said it was good to go on runs at the end of the year, but we're not going to forget about all of those turnovers that he had. You're not going to paint over that pig and say it's a supermodel. Like, put some makeup on it and say it's a supermodel, bro.
Yeah.
He has stuff that he needs to work on. Yes, the God-given talent is there. He just gotta. It ain't. Somebody need to fine tune that. Like he trying to play.
Yeah.
He trying to do a little bit of too much hero ball sometimes. Like he trying to put the team on his back. You think he had Clemson? I think he think his Clemson jersey only wearing 16 and orange again. He's not. He got to chill out. And I wish the media. He's been good at football so long. The media just wants you to believe that he's that good. But everybody in this league is good.
Yeah.
Like he's not in Georgia playing football anymore. He's not in Clemson. He's the big dog. So I don't want to say he's a bad quarterback. I just think people overrate him from the body of work we've given. He's a good player. He could be a great player, but I think people are forecasting him a little bit too high. And they still gonna do it. They're gonna do it when the season come up again because they're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt because you ain't get to see him since like the last regular season game.
No, so I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do, bro. This is one of the key tricks of the media. So they not gonna hype him up this year because he didn't have a great year last year. But once he has a good, start to the year next year, they gonna hark back to 2023. Like, hey, remember what we said summer 2023? Trevor Lawrence is him. He's that guy. We've been trying to tell y'all this. But the next question I have for you is, do you think he can actually live up to that hype that he has attached to him? And I'll answer that question first. I feel like there's a chance he can because it's so early in his career, bro. I mean, Justin Fields is the same way. Justin Fields doesn't have the hype that Trevor Lawrence had, but I feel like both of those guys, they were always 1-2 together in that class, even though it didn't go that way in the draft. I feel like both of those guys can still find a lot of success in this league. I've liked some of what I've seen from T-Law, but like you said, bro, there's some pieces missing mentally. It's all mental with him. Everything he's missing is mentally. I really think they need a different OC, bro. every time I watch them, all they doing is throwing screens and trying halfback tosses out of shotgun, and it's just a nasty offense, bro. It's stagnant,
Yeah,
and it's kind of like they need somebody who maybe can install somewhat of the Shanahan type of offense, but a little fine tune, maybe a Canales version of it. And I think he'd be straight, bro. So, hey,
because
big dog down there trying to get in. We about to let him spin.
he not limited by any
He's
means.
not limited by any physical tools. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And I
So
feel like his biggest issue was seeing the field this year. So once he starts seeing the field better and doing that stuff pre-snap, same with the kid in Carolina, Bryce Young. Once he starts seeing this stuff pre-snap, uh, he'll be a lot better, and it'll happen. It'll feel like it's overnight. Go ahead, Sila or
Is
Millie.
the AFC South what we talking about? Or we just talking about T Law?
We just talking about T Law.
we're just talking about T-Law. He get
Uh, I mean, what did the league expect of T Law? You know what I'm saying?
Top 5
big
MVP
things.
candidate. Maybe fight for some Super Bowls in AFC.
Yeah,
Bring the Jags out the depths of hell. That's what was expected.
I don't know, bro. I don't see that. I don't see that's going. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's what the league want.
That's what the league want, but I don't. I don't think that's happening at all in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, sorry.
You don't think he can be like the Ben Roethlisberger of this generation? If you think back to that Tom and Peyton generation, I feel like he could be the big man, possibly, maybe.
Sneak one here or there.
Yeah, great. Have a great defense around him. Solid culture.
But
feel
yeah,
like
he's gonna have to have a great defense around him, which they don't have. Like they'll get a piece and then they'll get rid of a piece, and then they'll draft 2 more pieces and get rid of 2 old pieces.
yeah. Oh, but in control pieces.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like they not functioning like how they was in like the mid 2010s. You know what I'm saying? Where they had those great defenses, and they kept those pieces, and then they drafted and got better pieces, and still kept the old pieces. Like had vets behind Jalen Ramsey, and just stacked them up. Had great defensive linemen behind Calais Campbell. Just kept stacking them up, and then all of that just kind of disappeared.
And that was another point too. Like Jacksonville showed us that they can succeed. Jacksonville can win in this league. Like, sure, it was a little bit different in 2017 when they was in the AFC Chip, but they've shown that all right, when things are right in Jacksonville, they can compete. So I can't count out Trevor Lawrence this early. I mean, I got 10, 15 years to sit on this take. So I mean, I'm gonna say, yeah, I feel like he can become a great quarterback in this league based off what I've seen so far.
I think Trevor Lawrence.
This year.
I think his ceiling, man. I don't know if he reaches a Super Bowl, it's not going to be with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's
interesting.
My opinion. If he gets to a Super Bowl, it's not going to be with Jacksonville. I think he probably has. I don't know what his contract is looking like, but
he gonna be there for the next 10 years minimal.
You think so?
Yeah, minimal.
Well, then we'll see on that 11th year that he'll be with another team, and kind of like a Matthew Stafford type of situation. He's gonna go to a new team.
Yeah,
get his first ring right off of that.
What if he gets shipped to Detroit after the Stafford era gone? I mean, after the golf era gone.
After the golf era.
Yeah, after the golf era, pre-golf. He another big statue. It'll be a similar story. He gets shipped off.
I mean,
the team he was originally on.
That's kind of how. I mean, that's how Detroit and Jacksonville they kind of operate. They always kind of like swap players, like pieces. Like Marvin Jones went down there, Jamal Agnew went down there, a couple DBs went down there, linebackers and stuff. It always kind of seemed like when them Detroit players start spiraling out, and then Jacksonville starts spiraling out, they kind of like swap them and just put them in a new environment. Like
they snowbirds. They need the Detroit snowbirds out there in Jacksonville. All right, man. While we still in the AFC South, bro, it's youth there still with Trevor Lawrence and Anthony Richardson. And offensive rookie of the year, CJ Stroud. Now, me and Chaz had a little back and forth on previous episodes about CJ during the draft, I believe. And I was like, I seen something in CJ where I was like, he gonna be a good pro because his mind is right. And that's the mental aspect we talked about Trevor Lawrence that CJ has as far as leadership, humility, the ability, and the right pieces around him as far as coaching staff, players, and that defense that they building up over there, like young defense. So he was in like the perfect storm, bro. I'll say for a quarterback, on top of having the ability, bro. And this is not what this is what they kind of expected to see out of Trevor Lawrence, which is coming into fruition later on, and that we gonna see for years with CJ Stroud, unless the Houston Texans just somehow blow up the team, which I don't see them doing. I'm predicting they go grab another running back or some more defensive pieces to shore that up. Some more offense, like they got nothing to stack on. They got nothing but things to stack on, bro. So I feel like this is the team of the future for the South. While we seeing Jacksonville have problems, while we seeing Tennessee try and figure out quarterback, and the Colts have something, but we don't know what they're gonna do with it yet.
Yeah, like we only got a sneak peek of what the Colts can be, right? We got to look at their scheme working, but it's still not at the full effect because Gardner is, a one-trick pony at this point. He's not Anthony Richardson. So we still don't know exactly everything we can expect from Indy, but I feel like Indy is going to be one of those surprise teams.
One thing we do know about Gardner, though, he going to slang.
He going to let it fly.
That's his one trick, and that one trick won him some games this year. For sure.
Yeah, he going to let it fly, but, Steichen wants to get the most out of his quarterbacks. He wants to make defenses have to game plan for the quarterback and not just all the skill players. So, once we get AR-15 running that Steichen RPO that we've seen Jalen Hurts do so effectively in that Super Bowl run, then we'll have a better picture of what Indy is going forward. But, yeah, I mean, the AFC South, man, going forward, it's a young conference, young division, and I think it's going to be pretty competitive.
I said it earlier, bro. It's going to be the best conference in football. It's going to be the new hood in a second. Still got some years. Still got some years on the hood, but AFC South about to be the new hood, and give it about like
a sandbox right now.
Yeah,
the jungle gym is in there. And they're banging. It's a lot of talent there. It's a lot of potential there for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to Mike list to see what he wanted to talk about. I wanted to wait till he got here, but it's a lot going. It's a lot here.
Just fire it off.
There's a whole lot of
don't hit the first one yet till he get here.
Okay. I'm gonna ask this though, because this kind of sparked some controversy on my TikTok. So I said, I seen a post. It was Anthony Edwards, and then the next slide was Hassan Whiteside. Anthony Edwards said nobody wants to compete at the All-Star game. We already kind of see what type of player Anthony Edwards is, how he cut. He want to compete. He gonna try and dunk on your head. He want to embarrass you. He want to beat you. Some of these other guys came up AAU, second-generation players. They all been on same teams with each other for years now. So it ain't really no animosity there. Like, you've known about this guy. You've been around this guy for years. So, like, it's hard to, like, truly build hatred. So when it comes to this All-Star game thing, bro, I said nobody want to break their neck to play this game because it's a vacation. And if you suck, your team suck, why is you going to come out here and, like, try and do something? It should give you the incentive to try and put people on notice that you actually is good. But for the good teams, it's like, I'm not about to get hurt or overexert myself while I'm on freaking vacation on an All-Star game. Ain't nobody playing defense. Ain't nobody doing nothing anyway. The dunk contest suck. Basketball, The 3-point contest is what it is. Like, how do you fix it? Because everybody's complaining about competitiveness.
It's simple. You get rid of it. You don't fix it. You get rid of it. You change it up. Something else that they can compete in. Don't make them compete in an actual game. Make them. Let's have the best players in the world play horse. Let's have the best players in the world play 21. Imagine.
I like the 21.
Let me get Luka. Let me get Luka plus 600 to win 21 against 4 or 5 other players. Whatever. You know what I mean? Let them do something. But obviously, they don't want to play 5-on-5 full court no more. They don't want to do it. The NFL had to do it. Change with the times. The NFL had to abolish the Pro Bowl because nobody wanted to play football on their day off.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it.
But
They
that's
don't want to hoop
decent,
on their day off.
bro. But they
Don't
hoop.
make them do it.
They hoop year round. This what I'm gonna say about it, bro. They need. This dude I follow, Hoop Politics. He said we want to see the best players call out the other best player. I don't want to say call out, but like have them go head to head, 3
Yeah.
dribbles, and then you got to shoot.
Yeah,
You can
that'd be
pick
tough.
anywhere on the court, but somebody from the East got to call out somebody from the West, and then it forces you to play him. You can't deny or turn it down because you know you're gonna get hell from the comments forever on social media. You'll get hell from the reporters. Like,
Facts.
hey, he went to the All-Star game. Anthony Edwards called out LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball ain't want to come out and do it and run the ones.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Put niggas' pride on the line.
He's soft. Like, I don't think them 2 players I know will go head to head, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, we want to see Bron and Kobe when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted to see. We never got to see it in the finals, but like shit, when the All-Star game came around, it was like, whoa, what they gonna do? Like, what they gonna do?
Mhm.
And this next generation, I'm also trying to figure out, once Steph and LeBron is gone, who gonna restore the hate? It was real beef behind Cleveland and Golden State.
It's gonna
It
be
was
real
real.
beef behind, well, this will be inside the West. There's already real beef between Luka and
D-Book.
Devin Booker,
Yeah.
right? There's already real beef between Luka and Kawhi and them niggas over there in LA.
D-Book and PG.
Yeah, so I mean, there's some beefs out there, bro. There is some, but it's interconference right now. It's not like Luka hates Jason Tatum, even though he give him a 40-point triple-double every time he play in the Garden. Yeah, I'm keeping track. Look, let me go put my Luka jersey on. Hold on. He give Jason Tatum 40 and a triple every time they play. But there ain't no real hatred there. There ain't no real animosity.
Yeah, bro.
Say for the East versus West, whatever team win, get home court advantage in the finals. Because you already getting your all-stars from the top 8 seeds. You're not getting nobody from the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like Cade could have been an all-star this year, but the Pistons suck. So
but then again, like Melly said, why would a Trae Young care about that? That nigga not gonna be in the finals.
You don't know that.
That's what I wanted to say in the original.
Nobody knew Atlanta was going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago.
True. Nobody knew Miami would be in the finals last year.
At the freaking finals. Right. That was
it's basketball.
Crazy. That would have helped them because Miami got a good home crowd. But when I talked about it, I used the Hassan Whiteside quote, but he originally took it from what baseball used to do. They had it in place from 2003 to 2017 where that happened, but we know baseball play like 300 freaking games. So it don't really freaking matter if the Yankees is stacked and they play some other weak ass team in the World Series. It's not going to matter because their team is just superior. In the NBA, shit, the Nuggets got to go to Miami that first game because it's home court advantage because they lost in the All-Star break. That's a difference maker. That's a game changer. That's if you on the East and you want that advantage because you feel like the East is not. People say it like the East is weaker than the West. I'm not saying it this year, but like how the conversation goes, you're gonna want that home court advantage, no matter who it is, because you expect them to be in the finals, in the Eastern Conference Finals. You want that home court advantage. So it will make a difference if you got a good home crowd. Just like football, if you got a good home crowd, shit, we can go there. Like we can shoot to the crib and have home field advantage. Like I think it'll make it worthwhile for people to actually get out there and get after it. Other than just playing for money.
Real quick, let me just address these comments, right? Because I'm gonna need y'all feedback. I'm gonna need y'all help with this, right? So JB in the comments says, and it hasn't helped the Pro Bowl, talking about, I guess, abolishing the Pro Bowl. Well, if you watch those last couple of Pro Bowls, it was flag football. It was terrible. Mac Jones had a 70-yard touchdown run. I'm sorry. We don't want to see that. The game is better without it. But also, he said, get rid of the in-season tourney and the play-in and incentivize the All-Star game. The issue with that is Melly's first point. It's their break. It's their break. It's their time off in between a long 82-game season. Now, if they were to do this, what do you think the incentives could be besides, home court? Because that's a good one that you brought up for home court for the finals, but that don't help everybody. But what's another incentive? Maybe
Home shit. Let me get my
is it
thoughts
for
together. But I
bread? Are they
see,
playing for 100K?
like
And
bread is not gonna change. Bread really not gonna change nothing, bro. Like if you in an All-Star game, your contract is fucking guaranteed. Like
mhm.
so, it ain't gonna. It's extra money. Don't get me wrong. Like who wouldn't want extra money? If I was making that, I would definitely want the 100K. But I feel like playoffs is real implications, or have it tied in to the end season tourney, and you get some type of incentive for that. But what I wanted to also say is, while we on talking about fixing the All-Star game, just add the freaking 4-point line. Dame shooting from half court. Just add the freaking 4-point line. Or if you don't want to do that, I had the 3 dribbles and shoot. Have one of your captains go head to head with the other captain if it makes sense, or have another player go 1-on-1 with the other player for a certain amount of points or something, or some type of advantage. Like you gotta go back to the video games and like look at these arcade style type things, bro, and try and implement that. Like we got years of 2K,
Yeah,
years of NBA basketball to go back on and be like, hey, we could try and throw this into the All-Star game because it's not a conventional game anyway. So why are you trying to have conventional rules?
that's why I
Like,
took it back to the playground when we was growing up, playing 21,
You
playing
know,
horse. Let's see the best players in the world do this. Go ahead,
let
CeeLo.
the All Star game just be a whole game of Viking.
What is
Hoopers
Viking?
know. You don't know what Viking is?
Uh,
It's when you had in like high school, Viking was like you got 3 on the court, and it's just your 3. And if you score, you stay on the court, and another 3 come out to defend you until you miss.
Hornet
mm,
games.
So
uh,
everybody got a different saying for
Yeah,
it, pretty
got
much.
you,
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
got
your
you.
3. So like they 5 stay on the court. They just keep rotating until somebody miss, and it could be like East versus West kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
or I don't know. There's
platoon
something.
it
Yeah.
out.
It'd be
Yeah,
like I was thinking about that like a little quick hockey power play type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
good
was
power
thinking
play.
just throwing this stuff into the game, like during the game, bro. Like have the court light up and have the 4-point play available and then taken away. Run the Hornet game for a little bit for points. Like you gotta switch this shit. You gotta switch this shit up. Like
Yes, because CeeLo, did you watch the All Star game? Did you watch it, Melly?
no.
Me neither. That's the point. I'm not drawn to it. I'm more drawn to the 3-point contest, but I'm pretty sure that was on when Michigan was playing Michigan State. Michigan should have beat them niggas. The Green Weenies are trash for even letting Michigan hang around that long. So I didn't watch that either, but like there's nothing that makes me want to watch the All-Star game right now. So like you're saying, Melly, I'm saying abolish it, dude. Just make up something else that people would actually
Or
want to watch.
go big 3 style and run it like LA
Go big
Fitness.
three. Go crazy, bro.
You don't get
Anything.
on you don't get on court unless you win, bro. You got to pick your like, but you got to do something. You got to do something because shit.
I think
Huh?
niggas pride
That's
got to
all
be
I
on the
say.
line.
Y'all
Like
don't love hoop though.
Matthew is
I
saying,
yeah. You just talking now.
I just said I was watching MSU Michigan.
Yeah,
Matthew was
because
saying
that's the
like
game I was watching.
money is the ultimate incentive for these guys. But I
It's
think
not.
you put their pride on the line, that's gonna hurt more than money. So it has to be like a direct competition between some
Yeah,
dudes. Because like if Anthony Edwards go bang on somebody, it's gonna be all over Twitter. It's gonna be all over the net, bro. So like, I don't know. I don't know how you pull that out of somebody, but like what they're doing right now, nobody cares, dude.
I absolutely love hoop. I just want to see like competitive hoop.
Yeah.
It's not the same as it was, and that's it's such a cliche thing to say now. Is oh they not as competitive. Like these was real rivalries. Like the Pistons and the Spurs. We seen the Lakers. We seen the Lakers and the Pistons. The Lakers and the Celtics. We seen Cleveland and Detroit. Like you knew it was smoke. pride is the reason why they're not competing in a dunk contest. Because them niggas can't dunk.
That is true, JB. That is true. But that's a different type of pride, bro.
Nah. This is what I think it is with the dunk contest, bro. And we seen it with Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine. They ain't want to be. Nobody wants to be known as a dunker. Like the only person who had elevated their career that was in the dunk contest was freaking Michael Jordan and
Rudy Fernandez. Deep cut, nigga.
you just saying shit. You just
That's a
saying
deep
shit.
cut. Y'all niggas don't remember Rudy going crazy.
Yeah, I do remember Rudy Fernandez, but like it don't the dunk con like so this stuff that y'all talking about that he commented on is not what it do for people. Like if you dunking, all people gonna say is you a fucking dunker. Like, oh, this nigga Zach LaVine. Like Zach LaVine didn't want to get the stigma of just being a dunker. Aaron Gordon didn't want to get a stigma. Wilkins, Vince Carter. I was getting there, JB, but like shit. That did good shit for their careers, is what I'm saying. For these other players, like Mac McClung, I know he's not like an NBA All-Star or anything, but like he's just known as a freaking dunker because he can't make a roster.
Yeah.
Like if you go on to Zach LaVine, he said it. I'm gonna say like Zach LaVine over and over. He was a good ass dunker. He windmilling from the free throw line.
Yeah.
We wanted to see you back in the All-Star game, boy. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Anthony Edwards, they can jump out the gym, bro. Anthony Simmons can jump out the gym. He competed in one dunk contest and didn't do it again. He kissed the freaking rim, but they not getting people. They not getting the stars to compete in this stuff. Like Jaylen Brown went up there and like bullshitted. I seen this shit later on, and I was like, I'm glad I ain't waste my time watching this shit. Like
I just seen the clip with Kai Cenat mad that Shannon Sharp was like, he jumped over a 1'5" Kai Cenat sitting down in the chair.
Why is you jumping over Kai Cenat? Like where's the showmanship? Like this nigga Dwight Howard came out in the Superman costume.
My nigga Blake jumped over a car, bro.
He jumped over. He jumped over a car.
14-foot rim. I'm not trying
to. JaVale McGee brought out 2 rims.
Two.
Niggas used to care, man. What happened? No, I'm playing. I really don't care about the dunk contest no more.
I don't care about the dunk contest, but like, I really worried about the All-Star game.
Yeah, it would be fun if Ja and Anthony Edwards was going head up in it, but I don't think I think those days are over, man. Niggas blowing out knees like Derrick Rose and stuff, bro. Niggas, it's too much cheese on the line now to be dunkers, bro. Niggas don't care about it like that,
bro. But the athletes is crazy nowadays, bro.
We see it's crazy. All it takes is one jump and you tear your Achilles. Shout out Dre Greenlaw, man.
Jackass.
All it takes is one nigga to overexert himself and tear his Achilles, bro.
Like they ain't getting folks like me in there. LaVine's out going. That's what I'm saying. Last we robbed, but look up.
Mike, hop on so we can hit this college football. I got a lot to say, bro. Coaching carousel getting crazy. Let's go.
I want to talk about NCAA football.
Well, yeah, let's hit NCAAs first, and then we'll talk about Chip Kelly going to OSU.
Because we didn't get to touch on the nostalgia we about to bring, bro. Because we was complaining about people wanting NIL, but now they getting a flat rate of $600 and a copy of the game. Which I feel like if you got to pay everybody for being on that roster, it's kind of crazy because they're gonna make way more than that microtransactions. But like you got to pay them something.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I need Road to Glory. I need Team Builder. Now I ain't gonna come up with no real long ass laundry list of shit, but like Dynasty, Team Builder, Road to Glory, jersey updates. For real. I don't need nothing too crazy, bro. I know they're gonna do their shit with the engine and all that and the mechanics, but I'm just glad we got a college football game. I know niggas is like complaining that it's gonna be like a Madden copy, but I just want the NCAA football game, bro. That's it. Like,
yeah,
it could be. I just want to see the college jerseys, and not to have a freaking PC or a mod, bro.
I just want to go play in the big house again, bro. That's all I want. I don't want too much. So, real talk though, as the former 14th ranked NCAA player in the world on Xbox 360,
this nigga,
I feel like I should speak on this.
Cap.
It's not cap. I have pictures to prove it.
Cap.
I was that nigga back in the day. Ask anybody I went to high school with. I was giving niggas 50 balls on the regular.
Yeah.
Anyway, as former number 14, all I want to see is, like you said, a great gameplay that is significantly different than Madden, like it has always been. Because I do like Madden, I like the gameplay, but we deserve a different, a different feel when we play NC Dubs. Also, it's all about the pageantry in NCAA, bro. Listening to the band play after you score a tutty, you know what I mean? Like, if they get the gameplay right, they get the visuals right, if the graphics is bussing and the sounds are great. Kirk Herbstreit on the call. Let me get Gus Johnson calling the Michigan
They didn't
game,
announce
and we're
Gus
good.
Johnson, bro.
Yeah,
They
I don't think
announced
we
it.
get
They
Gus.
announced. I
You know
wish.
what's crazy?
But we're good, bro. That's all niggas need.
They
You came in my backyard and you was
They
cooking barbecue
brought
and
back,
didn't invite me. Hurt
David
my
Halleck,
feelings.
Hurt my
He ain't even ESPN
feelings.
no more.
You said what?
They had brought back what's his name? David Halleck. He ain't with ESPN no more.
Who not with ESPN no more?
Oh, shit, I don't care.
My man from Georgia. David Pollock. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Like,
David Pollock. Yeah.
Oh
he
yeah,
on the game too now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, they got it's him, Kirk
Cause
Herbstreit.
he ain't on game day no more, is he?
No, it's him,
No,
Kirk
he got let go.
Herbstreit. Dude who was with Kirk Herbstreit last time. Somebody else.
I know, bro.
Reese Davis?
Yep, Reese Davis. And then dude who lead game day. What's the other dude name? He like the host.
I know what you're talking about. He came up to naysayer shit. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's Reese Davis.
No, Reese Davis, the dude that called the games with
Let me just go.
Kirk Herbstreit. But they dropped it online. But besides that point, bro, I was hitting that earlier when I was saying this. I feel two ways about the game because obviously I want the game back. That's neither here nor there. But
Chris Fowler, bro. Chris Fowler.
Yeah.
That's his name. Chris Fowler.
Chris Fowler.
The thing is, bro, how do we feel about them boys only getting $600 in the
That's cool, nigga.
You gotta pay everybody. You gotta pay everybody.
It's 11,000 players.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I was just making sure because I was reading comments. They were just like, "Pay them boys a band." And I'm just like, you got to think it's gonna be fourth stringers that don't even get like NIL deals, getting paid
getting $600, bro.
Getting $600, bro. And then the thing is, it's like they had said this. They had said created players that don't opt in won't be in the game. I'm like, I'm gonna just create you anyway.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, don't opt in, nigga. I'm gonna still make Caleb Williams.
I really don't care.
The only issue is you're not gonna be able to use them online.
That's the difference. Fuck, nigga. Road to glory, nigga. I'm gonna use me online.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm playing this game by myself, bro.
Yeah,
see, I don't give a damn. I'm
playing niggas head to head till the wheels fall off, nigga. Till my eyes close. I'm playing exhibition head up 1v1 till I'm the number one ranked nigga in the world again.
But you entitled. You
entitled number one, nigga.
You entitled to play the game how you want to, but I'm gonna play that bitch in my basement by myself on the couch.
We gonna beat the ass.
That's the best thing about NCAA is it's a great game to do that.
Yeah, you can't do that with Madden though. That should get ass.
I also like that NCAA is coming out early. What they say, July?
It always come out in July.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, nigga, we ain't had it in 10 years.
Right before camp.
You talk about it always come out in July.
It came out in the last 10 Julys, nigga. My point is, I'm glad
we done went through 2
early.
Xboxes and 2 PlayStations.
Generations.
Because I know, but that shit always used to come out around my birthday, nigga. Hey, pop, go grab that, nigga. Niggas need that. Go and grab that, bitch, nigga. Just know. When I was a kid, it was very nostalgic.
What was this shit in the Obama administration, nigga?
Damn near. Damn near. 2013 was the last one.
Yeah, that was Obama.
What was life like in 2013, bro, when that bitch came out? What was life like in 2013? Niggas ain't even played their first varsity season yet, nigga.
I ain't had no hair on my face.
We was on JV, nigga, when that bitch came.
You was on.
All right, nigga.
Big ass nigga.
In the league. Big dog. Yeah, bro, but I don't know, bro. This bitch gonna be hard. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm on niggas' asses.
I need parts.
Finna put the Panthers in the game.
Facts.
You know what they talking about, Mel? Grand Rapids University gonna be lit. You know, Shout out to my nigga Bordeaux, nigga.
Yeah, shout out to Bordeaux, GRU.
We got that bitch jumping, put the city on the map.
Even though we got like 4 colleges.
GRU?
Nigga made a GRU, got that bitch busted.
He made a GRU. We got Aquinas Davenport Cornerstone.
Man, he got that bitch busting, nigga. That shit should hill fire, nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga JB funny as hell, man. Yeah, that shit was crazy, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to pause on that. I was giving niggas mad inches. Pause.
Okay.
All right, NIL. What did you want to talk about, Mike?
Yeah. I just want to know, bro, like, how do we feel about it? I just want to know the status of NIL, like, at this point, compared to everything else, obviously. But then besides that point, how do we feel about NIL in accordance to the transfer portal, how that works? Because I'm more curious to see, obviously, you know, we didn't come up in the era with NIL, and I would assume that if we had some players like on our team, say we went to a big school, we went to a D2 school, a smaller D2 school. If we went to a big school, how do you think that would have affected our program? And do you think today, is it a good, bad, or ugly thing that's going on with NIL? I have my own opinions, but I want to hear from you off the show.
Go ahead, take this one, Melly.
It's no regulations, right? Like when you an amateur athlete, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to get paid. But we know since the NCAA, especially college football, is $1 billion business. It's kind of crazy that they say you're just supposed to get an education and be happy with it. I'm like, that shit ain't worth $1 billion. The math ain't adding up. So yeah, bro, I feel like if your name, image, and likeness is getting used all over the place and they're making millions off your back, you entitled to some compensation. But there's no like players union. There's no people that's monitoring this or putting in rules. It's kind of uncapped, bro. And we know everything before this was just under the table. So it really didn't matter what they was doing or who was getting paid what, or if you was after you graduated, you had $2 million waiting. That's what Johnny Manziel was negotiating with his pops from the Shannon Sharp interview I just watched. He said, give me $2-3 million. Shit, we'll come get it later on. You ain't got to give it to me until right now. Like, we know y'all got bread. So this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, have somebody, I think, that knows what's going on financially enough to put caps on this stuff and not put caps on it, but to regulate it and monitor and put rules in place. Because right now it's just the wild, wild west, bro. It's like you just implement it. You can make money off this. You can make money off that. Like, I think it was a player, for example, a cautionary tale that signed to this agent, bro.
Yes.
And gave him like the rights gave him a percentage of his money, like for a crazy amount of time. I have to look up the real
like
numbers.
10 years and shit. I remember it's like it was a D lineman. I remember that shit.
It was the equivalent of a 360 deal, bro. Like,
he
could
have been records, nigga.
He
got all inside that nigga that could have been.
Yeah, he got all his money up front.
I own you now, little nigga.
Yeah, he got all his money up front or whatever he got in NIL, and he paying it back to bro. Probably quadruple that. Quadruple that. He'll never, and he trying to sue him to get out of it. But I'm like, you signed it. So
could have been.
Yeah, I mean, some type of stipulation, some committee, something.
Literally, like the controversy I've been hearing around NIL, and I'm pro NIL, of course. I mean, why not get paid off your own name, image, and likeness? But the controversy, from what I've been hearing, is that coaches are mad that NIL is not being used to let players profit off themselves, but instead it's being used to sway people to come to a certain school, and the schools with the bigger bag are winning and taking players away. Now, when NIL was supposed to be implemented, like you said, it's the wild, wild west right now. But initially, it was just so players could, profit off themselves, not necessarily make it a bidding war. But it turned into a bidding war.
It's like free agency.
And it's running coaches off. I believe it has a part to play with Nick Saban retiring. And my issue with it is, like, bro, cry me a river. Honestly, coaches do it. coaches look for the highest bidder and slide. Why would players not do it? Why would players not maximize their earnings? Why would they not? So, yeah, of course, there's going to be schools that are left out and not be able to compete. But look at the Dylan Raiola situation. We sat up here and we talked about Dylan Raiola. What was that? Like July, maybe? We're like, yo, Georgia just signed this Nebraska legacy kid. And it's because Nebraska did not have the war chest to compete. And a couple weeks ago, Dylan Raiola flipped back to Nebraska. So, like, I mean, everything is going to level itself out, I believe. I don't think we're going to have no real monopoly because of NIL. But, yeah, dudes should be getting paid for what they own. Because, as we know, college football is a job. It is a full-time job on top of going to school. So, yeah, I'm all for it, bro.
On top of having a daughter and
I think in a perfect world, bro, if your jersey hanging up in the pro shop or the team shop or whatever, you should get a percentage of that. If you win a commercial, you should get a percentage of that. If you can monetize yourself and align yourself with brands, you should get a percentage of that. But as far as the university coming out and saying we using these dollars from boosters to get you here, that's where it become crazy to me. I could understand if you already committed there and they was like, hey, we gonna slide you this Big Mac extra cheese on it. Like that's cool. That's cool because you producing. But like the thing that's biting them in the ass is you getting these kids pulling up here and you already had your boosters put this NIL deal together and then they trash or they can't play or they fail out of school or all of these other things going on, or they transfer. Like this is where it gets crazy with the boosters and all. I'm like, y'all should just go back to the old ways y'all was doing it and just if you're gonna spend your money, spend it freely and don't call it the NIL deal.
Fuck no. No, I don't need that.
Melly wants some real Buddy Garrity activity going on.
Yeah, he wants some low key. He wants some motherfucking Buddy Garrity shit going on.
Hell yeah, bro. Because if you sign in a contract an NIL deal, which is really the boosters just paid you
the 360.
Yeah, you signed a 360 deal. You can't. I think it was the receiver from Texas A&M said they was promised all this money in NIL and it wasn't even really what it was. It's probably because it was a contract.
But that's the thing, though. That's how you get them niggas to come there.
Yeah,
and that's what happened. But to Trash's point, I agree with that too. Because like, if
now recruiting. But I get it's an extra game to recruiting now. But
that's what niggas gonna do though. Niggas gonna do that anyway. Shit, nigga, it could have been free meals. They would have still been using that like in the way to recruit people. I just think,
it's just
I don't have an issue with NIL. Like, I think it's dope and how they're using it. I just hate how, I guess, the smaller schools that are small are going to keep getting smaller. Like, there is no way that they can win. Like, you never see a school. You see every now and again Cincinnati and UCF. But again, in this era, there's James Madison or Liberty being as good as they are. You know that's a one-trick pony because they will never be good for 3-4 years now.
They're gonna have a good. They're gonna have a good.
They're gonna have a good season, and then as you can see, niggas gonna yank every good player off that team, and that's the end of that era.
And then they just gonna reload and do it again because if you think about the level of competition, if you got a good program, it's still gonna rise to the top.
It's not gonna rise to the top no more, bro. Because you're gonna
take a hit that next year, bro. You lose a starting quarterback.
But if you're still getting better, if you're still getting better players than those, okay. So if all of us are in the same pool, we're all playing with the same amount of resources, say a Liberty, it's not going to change your competition's level if you lose your quarterback. They still going to have $500K to work with, and you still going to have your $560K to work with because you just went 11-0. So you're still going to be competing against those same people, and you're still going to dominate that conference, whether you lose your quarterback or not. You're going to bring in the next guy, and you're still going to succeed. Especially if you got a Jamie Chadwell on the place.
Jamie Chadwell is elite, so he's an outlier. That nigga's dope. Scratch that nigga off the list. That nigga's
I agree to disagree on that one. If you losing your star players,
but I do believe me and Melvin agree that I think that these schools are now getting pickpocketed. Whatever you like, every person you have at this point, it's like, okay, now this nigga
should it have just happened in Washington, bro? They just lost 11 starters, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but I was saying more for the small schools where it's like
I know you're talking about small schools, but that's the most egregious
up.
example. That's the craziest example.
It's gonna happen with big schools. Like big schools, it's gonna hurt more. Small schools, I'm saying they're a little bit more immune to it, but big schools, it's gonna hurt a lot more than it will small schools.
Well, yeah, for them especially because they're going to the fucking Big Ten. You just
right.
They just came in there and that was like kid to candy store. Your coach gone.
Yeah.
Let me hold.
They want to stay nowhere. They coaches gone. They want to stay in nowhere. Should I want to stay in them nigga was leaving? Should if I in this era with the portal? Oh, I'm out of there. I'm sorry.
I can't play for DeBoer. I'm playing for
DeBoer. I'm not loyal to the school. I'm loyal to that nigga Debo. Nigga.
Yeah, and that's what Jed Fish was talking about, bro. He's like, we don't necessarily recruit players to come to Arizona. Jed Fish is now the guy taking over at Washington. He's like, we don't recruit guys to necessarily sign to the logo. We recruit them to sign to us, to our program, to what we can do for them, our development. This could have been what niggas thought this was. This could have been records. I'm signing players to me, not to this university, because when I slide, what he do? He complained about it. Jed Fish complained about it. He talked about, oh, DeBoer took all these niggas with him to Alabama, and you turn around and you look at Jed Fish. Okay, why are all these Arizona niggas now coming to Washington too? You did the same exact thing. And then he plays it off like, yeah, you know, you just got to play the game. I wish they would have to play spring ball with their new coach, and then maybe they could transfer after. But you're playing the game the same way, bro, at the end of the day. So there's no complaining from these niggas, man.
In that same breath, because I put a topic in the chat a couple weeks ago now. For the A&M, their head coach, Willie Taylor, I think his name was, he took the running back coach job at Duke under, who's the new Duke head coach now?
It's not. It's a good question.
He did a year at Miami before. Is it Cristobal?
Cristobal's not Miami.
No, Mario Cristobal was the head coach at Oregon, then in Miami. He was the head coach before Cristobal at
Manny Diaz is the coach at Duke.
Manny Diaz, that's his name. Manny Diaz. I knew it was one of them cats, but he's up there now. So Willie Taylor just won the Black National Championship at FAMU. FAMU took the job up at Duke. There was a guy on a podcast not too long ago talking about how this is the reason why black coaches or why HBCU football can never grow, because black coaches take the first opportunity and never actually choose to grow. Obviously, use two examples, him and Dion. But again, I'm gonna let y'all go before I go, because I got to take. I don't think it's crazy. I think it's normal. But he was like, well, this is why the sport of black college ball can't grow, because every chance we get, we don't choose to build on our own and things like that. Too. I'm gonna let y'all answer that. So how do y'all feel about that? Is that okay? Is that the norm? Should we be concerned?
It's the norm, bro.
Let Melly go, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like they want these coaches to be like activists on the front lines for pushing culture, which they did, which is what they did. He came there and he did what he was supposed to do. He did his job, and what people's not understanding is it is a job. He's not a civil rights activist. It's not his job to be the one on the forefront trying to change HBCU ball away. It's people in place to do that down there. They just don't. It's like, and if you want to, you better get some people like how they do up there to invest in them programs and do the right things to build these programs up. The people in these institutions is supposed to be building this stuff up. It's not on the coaches, bro. They there to lead men and mold men and get them college degrees. Yep. And once they fulfill what's in that contract, they are free to do whatever they want to. They're not entitled to save black college football or HBCUs. That's not their job.
I mean, I couldn't have said it no better than that, bro. I'm glad you went there, because I thought I was about to piss some people off, dude. Because I feel the exact same. Think about this, Mike. D2 niggas is not complaining about, you know, why Michigan get to be on Fox national television every week and we not on Fox. It's okay to be in your lane. Like, HBCU football is not the same as Division 1A football, bro. It's just not going to be the same, and that's fine. Like, it don't have to be like Jackson State was never going to become Alabama, bro. And that's fine. It's just a different level of football. It's a different brand of football. And I don't know why you would want somebody to tie themselves to HBCU football forever when the goal of most coaches is to climb the ladder and get to the pinnacle of the sport and win at the highest level. And if not, go win in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's steps to it, bro. It is unfortunately just a step. It's not premier college football. It's just not, and it's never going to be that. And it's not an issue to me. It's not an issue. It just is what it is.
That's not to say it's a problem with their football either. And the problem is comparing. And why can't it just be what it is?
Facts.
Like why can't it just be what it is? It's HBCU football, it's SWAC football, whatever you want to call it, whatever conference they rolling in.
That's why like I don't think that y'all are wrong, because the whole like the commentary was done, bro. They were just like, this guy basically he was trying to make it seem like he used up FAMU to get to where he was trying to get to, but I feel like that's any job at that point. You're gonna obviously use
any job
to get to. And then besides that point too, again, they was really complaining because they was like, oh, he took a position coach job. I'm like, but he took a position coach job at Duke. And I made the comment 3 months ago now. The DB coach at Georgia got a head coach. Now I'm not saying he at Georgia, but he's one step closer to being an FBS head coach than he would be at FAMU. Yeah. Deion is an outlier. That's not going to happen again unless you Deion. I don't care if you won 6 national championships at HBCU football. You're not getting the Big 12 head coaching job. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, you know.
Like that's never going to happen. So
I got a quick example to that point that you just said.
Go ahead.
Vince Karras, the head coach, Vince Karras, who was my head coach at Mount Union, right? Yep. The winningest college football program in the country, nigga. D3 powerhouse, nigga. His dad won 11 or 10 national chips. VK won 2 of them things, right? I was there for VK's first title. And VK slid to, I want to say Akron. It was Akron or Kent State, another school in Ohio. And he slid on to be a linebackers coach. This ain't had nothing to do with like HBCU. Like none of that was a factor. The point was you're coming from D3 football and you want to get to the highest level of football. You're not just going to jump in there and be Deion and get the head coaching job of a Big 12 program, Pac-12 program.
He's tarnished D3 football.
This nigga VK won 15 national titles and was and got promoted to a linebackers coach before he got a head coaching job. So like Mike said, like I don't care if he won 6 natties at the HBCU.
My head coach did the same thing, bro. He went from my school. He went from my school to go be a freaking special teams coach, and then was a linebackers coach, bro. He was the head man.
Yeah,
and he went FCS. He went FCS to go be a position coach. It wasn't even, you know what I'm saying. And that's not a knock on him, but he's trying to, like you just said, he's trying to get to the highest level, so he got to take the necessary steps, bro. That's not to say he can't go to the MAC or he can't go to a Group of 5 school.
I think just like you said earlier, bro. I think at times we have a savior complex where we feel like it's our goal to be Superman at every job. Like we have to be more than the job. Like we gotta be. Yeah. You gotta be
these niggas' daddy too.
Politician. We gotta be this. We gotta be that. When that, like as a day, like I just came to coach football. Right. I probably didn't I didn't come to change the culture as much as you think I did. Like I enjoy being in it. And I enjoy but like I ain't coming here to be like everything that's going on here. Like I want to be up there with. I believe I can do a job like them niggas. I need to be up there with them niggas to change the shit. I gotta be in the system to change the system. That's how it is. And everybody was like, Deion, because they was like, well, he left and he could have been doing that at Jackson. But them niggas, bro, you gotta understand, bro. You definitely gotta understand, bro. Just like we said, until the HBCU becomes FBS, they will never get the respect that they deserve.
And it just is what it is, bro.
Until you see HBCU go play a Alabama and competes, not get their ass whooped, but competes and potentially win, they will never get their respect.
But what school folded? What school fumbled Ed Reed when they had him and they had Ed Reed?
Bethune-Cookman? That was Bethune, yep.
Fighting with the groundskeepers and all that stuff. I'm like, that stuff is administrative things that he fighting an uphill battle, but he's supposed to be trying to, like, y'all don't even respect y'all facilities and y'all players enough, but y'all want somebody to be here saving the whole HBCU. Let's start with building the product here and building an environment here where we can be the best. Just be the best where you at first before you trying to like go do
And
something
even
else.
to that point too, I can make a her comparison. Tony Anise. He's been at Ferris for a long ass time, doing this thing for a long ass time. Well, he's won 3 national championships in the last 4 years, some shit like that, or appeared in the game or some shit.
Yeah,
like
two dubs, I believe.
He at a point where he not leaving Ferris. Like that's where he wants to be. He's getting people in the league, doing his thing in the best conference in the country, D2 wise. He doesn't want to leave. But the thing is, we not having that discussion about Tony Anise being, oh, this nigga not saying he not trying to save his culture, but it's us when we go to a school and they just like, well, you're not trying to stay, but it's like, why is it us? Why do we have to be everything all at once?
Yeah,
we trying to get up like we want y'all to cheer for us on Saturdays.
And why is it on a coach? Why is it on a coach though to do these things? That's where I'm putting the responsibility. Like a coach is there not for that,
bro. It's always been a thing, bro. Like I remember when what's his name? What's that nigga name? Percy Miller's son, Master P son. He was hooping at Tennessee State.
Yeah.
And he transferred out, I think, to Louisville or Kentucky. One of them. No, he went to Louisville. And they was on that nigga. Because it was like around the time Deion went to Jackson State, X, Y, and Z. This what I don't agree with though. Because them niggas was like selling wolf tickets the whole time. Because they was like, we finna change they was on that.
Yeah, that's what they was trying to get.
That's what I don't agree with. Because you don't have to leave a lot of these people and be like, well, we finna come in here and make HBCU prominent, and then you leave on that note. That's some whole ass shit.
But what if that was his goal initially, though, Mike? What if that's really what he wanted to do, and he got there and he saw what it was, and he decided, hey, I only get 4 years of eligibility. I want to go play at Louisville.
But you know what it is?
Blame the young man for that?
I'm gonna keep going back to it, bro. Because that's you want to answer, Mike? You gonna answer, Mike?
You said what?
You gonna answer, Mike, or can I go?
No, you go ahead. No, I was gonna answer because I was gonna say, you know what? Like, I don't believe he was wrong in that sense where you like, okay, he's gonna come here and change it. But the thing is, bro, from his daddy down, nigga, they was on that, nigga. Like, we finna change the culture from the top. And this had just happened after Deion had invested his bread into like get them niggas a new football field, get them niggas Under Armour, like all that shit. So niggas naturally looking at Master P like, what up, nigga?
What you about to do for us?
Where our field at? Where the field house? All that.
Exactly. And so obviously, like, I don't knock him for saying, okay, I want to change the culture, but niggas gonna force that action on you. And when that action comes, niggas when they expect that shit. That's why I say don't sell wolf tickets. Now, if you gonna go and just want to go and just go, nigga, go and be quiet. Because I know for a fact, if there's a chance I could leave, I may just leave this bitch. But I ain't gonna go in there and say I'm finna be the hero. Hell no. I'm just leaving everybody else leave.
I'm saying, nigga, like everybody that's out here making these comments having a problem with it, at some point in their life, they too have changed their mind. Maybe they took a job at an accounting firm, like we about to make this accounting firm the biggest accounting firm in the Tri-County area, nigga. They got there and they like, shoot, I really think I want to be a football scout. I'd rather be a scout. Like, let me go ahead jump into the scouting industry. I don't like this industry as much as I thought I did. You know what I mean? Regular people do it every day. So when athletes do it, why is it an issue?
Because that's why I wanted to harp on it, bro. And we talked about it with NIL, right? With the big schools, and now we gonna make it full circle. These people got pride in their schools. These boosters, they come from here, they produce it. They put the money into the program to get the players now, to get the facilities now, to build these programs up to make it attractive enough to reel in athletes, to make it an NFL factory, to do all these things. It take time, effort, and money, not a coach, bro. So when they start treating it like that, that's what they want it to be, and putting in the money and the resources and rebuilding and doing all this stuff, that's when it's gonna change, bro. It's not gonna change because of no coach. I'm sorry,
coach. Yep.
It's always gonna be bigger than the coach. And you know what happened with him? Probably he got there. They had all them ideas in place. They probably tried it. They probably got some pushback from somebody else, and then it was like, all right, this ain't working. We got to go with plan B. That's what I think went wrong with bro. He probably had every intent to, and then he realized, shit, I can't be no goddamn change maker. Like you said, I got 4 years here. Yeah. I'm still trying to go to the league and make millions.
Yeah.
Right. Caleb, so what you doing, Caleb? What you gonna do? You gonna stay at the HBCU or you gonna leave? That nigga gonna leave. That nigga gonna leave. I can see it right now.
That nigga said, I'm a Spartan dog.
That nigga said, that Mr. State card, nigga, I ain't even fuck.
Right.
Davenport State. We go green, bitch.
First thing smoking.
Yeah, first thing smoking.
First thing smoking.
Yeah,
Tesla.
Yeah. Y'all hit on all the major points, bro. It ain't really too much for me to say on that.
Yeah.
It ain't. Well, yeah. You can't put that burden on my back. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. Gone.
Niggas played too much. You see that the nigga done hit the culture carousel, man. NCAA vibe.
Man, they hate me. You see, I play NCAA. Let me see my logs. You been a old school.
Nigga, I'm out of there, nigga. Right. I done got y'all niggas to a chip. I'm going now. And I'm gonna put you niggas on the schedule. See if y'all niggas good without me, nigga.
What else you had, Mike?
You know I had some shit cooked up, man. I was in my bag earlier, man. Nothing major. You know.
I'm gonna save the college coaching carousel for next week's show because we still got time, you know, to harp on that.
Oh yeah, we got.
There's been a lot of movement, man, and there's been a lot of chatter about Chip Kelly leaving UCLA to take an OC job in the same conference in the Big Ten.
But that's the thing, though. Because honestly, if you want to keep it,
let's dress that down next week, though.
All right, we can take it next week.
Is this the testers? Is we giving out testers?
Let's save a little. Let's save a little content, man.
Save a little teaser.
That's a long talk.
That is a long talk. Because I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Them niggas might pop y'all out. The niggas might pop y'all ass, nigga. That nigga Chip might got something for you niggas. He ain't got nothing for them green niggas though. We gonna jump that nigga.
Shit.
That right.
Stay in thy lane. Stay in thine lane.
Chip know what he doing, bro. Chip know what he doing. I said Chip know what he doing, man. He going to go trying to get him a quick little natty.
He's trying to get a natty, man.
He's trying to get a natty bag.
That nigga definitely trying to get a natty, bro.
Oh man.
I think Cuz want to go back to the league, honestly.
They said he was in talks to be a league OC.
Yeah, I think that's what.
What about him and T-Law? You think that'll work?
How we keep getting back to the conversation that we supposed to save for next week, bro?
I told you, bro. It's a great segue. You might as well let that be rip, bro.
This was getting us in the next week, bro. Get the viewers, get the people going. It's controversial.
Get the niggas going.
I honestly do think he would help Trevor Lawrence a lot. Man, yeah. I do.
As the nigga said, how we get into next week, but then get into that shit.
He asked the question, man.
This to tie into the next week, bro. Because I'm about to get us up out of here. I'm about to do the outro, guys.
You can do the outro.
Yeah, bro. We're going for hour 30, bro.
Hour 30, man.
We
got 3 minutes left.
All right, what you got? Get it off. You got 2 minutes. What we got?
Yeah, you got 2 minutes to wrap up the NFL season.
Fuck the NFL season. I got a real question that y'all can say for the next week for real. We can end on this bitch. Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson, bigger global celebrity and/or who has the most longevity? Now we can.
It's Jackson, and it's not even a question.
Yeah,
you said who?
It's Jackson, and it's not even a question.
It's Michael Jackson.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
100% sure. Yeah.
Ain't nobody ever faint and fall out when they seen that black ass nigga.
I would be to agree if I didn't add the longevity piece to it. Global celebrity, of course, it's that nigga like Jack. But when you put that longevity piece on it, it's a little bit different now.
Slightly, just because of merch, but not really though.
Exactly.
Not really though, because Mike, come on, bro. I'm like, we acting like Michael Jackson's music just gonna go away or something, bro. Like,
oh no, I ain't say that. I ain't
his impact.
I never
the
said
nigga created pop, bro. He created the most popular genre of music right now.
Nigga just not talking about because how they talking about Jordan right now.
I mean, no, because they gonna keep him alive, bro. He print money like years.
So is it longevity?
I mean, longevity. Jordan got him, but
that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked the question.
All right, what was the first talk?
Global celebrity status for sure. Like I would definitely go that nigga Jack. Like Jack had bitches on falling out. That nigga
in China,
baby over the balcony, nigga, and niggas ain't think anything of it. They just laughed at that nigga.
Like, they did not think anything of it. That shit was major news.
that
shit was all over TMZ, nigga. Yeah, yes, it was.
That shit. Because if it was me, I would have. If it was me, I would have landed on my feet, nigga. He could have tried me, nigga.
Longevity, Michael Jordan, the legacy of Michael Jackson.
The legacy, Michael Jackson. The legacy is
legacy, yo.
But the longevity, bro, you might have kept it to
Jordan. I think
bro.
legacy is Jordan, actually.
Is Jordan?
Yeah, legacy is Jordan. Off the double three-peats, yeah, legacy is Jordan, bro.
You,
I mean, I know we're talking worldwide, but legacy.
I'm thinking about the world, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I'm thinking about the world.
Bro.
You think about the world, Craig.
This nigga shut down. This nigga shut down cities. He shut down cities and blocks.
Jordan did too.
His legacy is a little bit
after 2000,
though.
After 2003,
is Michael Jackson's legacy not tainted? Like Jordan's legacy is pretty pristine.
No, it's not.
Jackson's legacy is, controversial in a lot of different ways.
He
didn't get a last dance.
Nigga. What you mean?
That nigga didn't get a last dance, nigga. That nigga didn't
get no last dance, bro.
Bro, we gotta sell shoes, bro. We gotta sell shoes.
It's about legacy, yo.
All right, then. So we got the longevity. Niggas ain't going out and buying them Jacksons.
Yep. They go. But you gonna play Pretty Young Man. You gonna play the Jackson.
Yeah, niggas banging
you gonna play Bad. You gonna play Thriller. Like what are we talking
every
about?
Halloween, that nigga is coming from the rising from the ashes, bro.
Yeah, bro. Christmas album, all that.
The whole
like
A,
B, C, 1, 2, 3.
I'm just saying, that nigga Usher, nigga, was just some chrome fours, nigga. He was not in no chrome loafers, nigga. At the Super Bowl.
What are you talking about?
That nigga had a glove on though, didn't he? Did he not have a glove on his left hand?
Did he?
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
He had the Mike Jack glove on, bro.
I didn't see that shit.
So them shoes was cool, but everybody.
What Drake say? I'm one away from Michael.
Nigga, that nigga got a Jordan deal, nigga.
I'm just saying, bro.
He got a Jordan deal, but he chasing Mike Jack.
He already chasing that nigga.
He got a Jordan deal, but he chasing.
The real question is, can he ever surpass that nigga? And I think he can.
Drake?
Think he can. No, nigga. Jordan.
I was about to say no, nigga.
No.
That nigga Jordan, I got.
But this is hard. This is hard to compare, bro, because you're talking about like.
Yeah, you're talking about music and basketball.
Yeah,
he's really talking about music, and he's talking about clothes. Really,
clothes,
he's talking about shoes, merch,
basketball too.
Like Nike will never let him die, bro.
Yeah, the Jordan brand is more of a legacy than.
So I mean, Michael Jackson music is gonna live on forever. Like, not everybody is wearing Jordans. Like, and let's think about that too. A lot of people is wearing them, but not everybody is wearing Jordan. But everybody knows.
You listen to that nigga Mike Jack either.
But you will find more people that listen to Michael Jackson than you do that wear Jordans.
But you don't have to wear Jordans because
to be a fan
Michigan football is wearing Jordan. So you buy a Michigan football gear after they win a natty, it's got a Jordan patch right there.
Exactly.
So Mike got another point there. Like,
they got 5 different schools. Like, the thing is,
niggas who never wear Jordans in their life wearing Jordan gear.
That's why I say longevity, bro.
Florida, North Carolina, Michigan.
Longevity, bro, because this nigga's influence is. That nigga influence is crazy, nigga. Like, niggas.
I'm not saying that, bro. It's still a crazy argument because y'all just gonna keep bringing up like clothes.
But that's what he has.
Even
that's his legacy.
Even a nigga that can't afford, even if somebody who can't afford none of this, bro, they're gonna know who the hell Michael Jackson is. I could drop you. I could drop you off.
Know who Michael Jordan is,
bro. I could pick you up. I could spin the globe, nigga. Drop you off somewhere. And ask you, and you can ask somebody, do you know who Michael Jackson is?
Niggas might tell you no.
Niggas not gonna tell you no. They're not gonna tell you no.
Niggas might tell you no.
In a real city.
Exactly. I like that. In a real city, niggas will tell you yeah. But I'm telling you, all right, nigga. One of y'all niggas ask y'all little cousins who Michael Jackson is and who Michael Jordan is. Them niggas just might know who Michael Jordan is before that nigga Michael Jackson.
That's true, but if you ask your grandmother who Michael Jordan is and Michael Jackson, not your grandmother specifically, but like if you ask your grandmother who's Michael Jackson, who's Michael Jordan, sure she may know, but she definitely gonna know Mike Jackson. So maybe Michael Jackson's legacy is with the old heads and Jordan's is with the younger crowd. So
I don't know, bro.
Actually,
I don't know.
Nigga in Chicago gonna say that nigga Jordan, nigga.
If I ask an 80-year-old woman in France, Melly, you're going back to France this spring, right? Oh, Rich,
I'm going to Portugal.
If you go ask a Portuguese woman, you ask an 80-year-old Portuguese woman, who is Michael Jackson? Who is Michael Jordan? There's a better chance she knows Michael Jackson. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
All right, the bitch 80 years old.
I'm right.
Let's do like 60. Let's do like 60.
60 is pretty much even.
That's right in the middle. That's right in the middle.
That's pretty much even. They should know.
They was like 60 years old. Niggas was like in their 20s when that nigga was hot. You know what I mean? Niggas like was in their 20s when that nigga was hot.
What are you talking
about? He was touring around the world playing games over there in France and stuff like that.
Now, they was born with Mike Jackson.
That's what I'm saying. Just like
they was born with Mike Jackson, nigga. Not 20s, nigga. They was there when he was 5, getting his ass whooped by Joe. They was there.
They seen him black and white.
Yeah, but I mean, them niggas are theoretically like similar age, aren't they?
Other, bro. You said
what? Yeah, but I'm saying their impact though is different. I'm saying Michael Jackson's impact is on older people more so than it is on younger people. Because if I ask my 5-year-old niece who Michael Jackson is, she may not know. But if I ask her who Jordan is, she wears Jordans because I bought them for her.
She may not know
that, and she may still not know that.
But she's not gonna go. She's not gonna go her whole. I feel like you can't even go your whole life probably without hearing a Michael Jackson song either.
White people have done it, nigga.
No, that's not true. You're right, man.
White people have done it, nigga.
No,
you're gonna eventually figure out who Michael Jackson is.
Yeah,
just like Jordan too.
I know, but I'm saying though, like even if y'all saying he gonna stay alive because of clothes and shoes, bro.
Brand.
You saying he gonna be alive because of music? It's the same shit.
No,
bro. It's not. Right. But you just keep making. I feel like you just argue at this point. Like
you made the same point I just did, nigga.
Okay, we could go around in circles about this shit, bro. Nobody's ever gonna not see a Jordan logo, and nobody's not ever gonna hear a Michael Jackson song or hear his freaking name.
That's why,
because you know why? Because your daddy told you, and then you told your niece, and then your niece gonna tell her friend at school, and then everybody gonna see Jordan the same way. It's gonna happen the same way every single time.
So
right?
The question is not
this argument becomes stupid.
Hold on, no. The question is not is everybody going know who Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan is. Is how many more people are going to know Michael Jackson than know Michael Jordan. How many more Michael Jackson listeners will there be than Michael Jordan wearers, I guess, shoe wearers, clothes wearers, whatever. I think there will be more Michael Jackson listeners if I really think about it. More people in the world will listen to a Michael Jackson song than know who Michael Jordan is.
Hell yeah, because you know what? Jordan highlights on YouTube gonna be behind the Michael Jackson song, and it's just tied together, bro.
Bad, nigga.
Smooth
criminal, nigga. That nigga Euro stepping through the lane. Dun, 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 dun.
No.
It's always gonna come back to Mike Jack, man. I'm sorry.
And then he went through like decades, like when he come out around 70s, 80s, shit, I don't know.
Yeah,
80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010. Like Jordan went through the 90s and like a part of the start of the 2000s. That's where his basketball ends. But because his shoes were so good and his clothes were so good,
his brand is peaking today. It's way more valuable today than it was 20 years ago when he was playing, which is the conundrum of this whole question.
Yeah.
His brand keeps getting bigger because more football teams are wearing it. An old professor at Michigan is going to be rocking some Jordan gear.
Facts. But without further ado, man, that's a good debate. Argument.
Where's Matthew JB when you need him?
I don't know, but he'll see it later. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, cop the dead threads, link in bio below. 10% Cole Melly, extra 20% off site wide. Rep your team. And without further ado,
thank you.
I'm gonna get us up out of here.
Been a pleasure as always. Thank you.